Hello everyone, thanks for joining me again in Build a Boat for Treasure for another video. If you like this video, I've got a few more of them you'd probably like to check out. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and see my other stuff if you have a chance. This is my quadcopter. As you can see, I'm zipping right to the treasure because I've got a whole bunch of plastic protection in front. It's doing a great job. The props here are all tilted by servos, and they angle that direction when I'm going to go right, and they angle the other direction when I'm about to go left. And they have kind of a forward tilt and backward tilt, and that sort of works too when you're spinning. So I like the action of that thing. I was going to make the outside perimeter of the props. I was going to make that not spin, but as I was doing it, I kind of just decided it'd just be easier if they did spin. So otherwise, you have to mess with like the clearance of the propellers, clearing the stable part of the cowl or whatever it's called. So it turned out like this, and actually it works really well. I've got a vertical jet on it that allows me to just go kind of straight up. It kind of wobbles just a little bit, so I don't really use that very much. In fact, I just added it the other day, so I've only had this thing for like a week, and it's doing really well. It obviously gets a little chewed up, but of course it doesn't matter because it is in fact a car, and like most of my stuff, it's not that much different than a lot of my other stuff, really. Anyway, here I am at the treasure. I'll show you all about that thing in just a sec. Alright, cool. Here we are back in the build area. Got it reloaded. Let me show you everything. There is transparency off. You can see all my standard stuff. Giant counterweight underneath. That's titanium. I always like to look at how much titanium it is. That one's 1200. The plastic out front is, a whole bunch, but there's not really any specific amounts for any of this stuff. That one's 4,300. Some of my builds are about 4,000 is a nice number for that, but it really depends how wide it is. If you make a very narrow vehicle, you can totally get away with like 1,000 or less. I think I have one that's like 400, but it's super narrow. It's like a single wheel wide, so that could work too. There's that vertical jet right there. There's other jets hidden inside of it here. There's a whole row of them there. There's 4 of them. And if I put them down a little lower, or if you decide to make something like this, you can put the jets a little lower, and as long as they're protected by a decent amount of protection in front, they won't get hit by the rocks. But put them lower, closer to the counterweight, will allow it not to flip forwards, and it just helps a little bit with flying. The thrusters here, I've got this one angled so it kind of goes up, and this one angled so it goes down. And again, that's just because of the counterweight. If I put these thrusters down inside the counterweight or on the back of the counterweight, I wouldn't need to angle them like that. It's all about the mass of the vehicle, and the fact that these thrusters are way above the center of mass makes it want to flip forwards when you turn them on. So the wheels on here, of course, the candy cane wheels, I typically use a wheel torque of green, the maximum wheel torque, and in this case I was able to get away with 50. Some of the vehicles that I have, even with protection blocks, I still leave them at 40, just because it's better. If you get going too fast, if the protection doesn't eat away fast enough, then it's a problem, and you end up running into rocks before they dissolve. So you don't want to do that. The switch controls the propellers there, and of course, like I said, everything turns. You can make the cowl stay stable if I just connect rods to like this part of the wheel down here that's not spinning, and then just go out with it and connect it onto those. And it still allows them to tilt like this, but then they don't spin. But it's just for more pieces, and it seemed like I wanted to make them invisible then, and then there's a gap here, and I don't know. It seemed like this is a good. It hit my good enough button, so I was there and I stopped when I was done. So yeah, that was my vertical lift jet there. It's a little wobbly. I don't know. I haven't figured that part out yet. I don't know if I really want to figure it out because I don't think it matters, but it's just the way it is. Thank you all for checking out my video. Thank you for hanging with me for a little bit. You check out my other stuff and tell all your friends. Have a great day. Bye bye.